on mezzanine level there, and another explosion came right on me because everyone flying.
We stuck on the stairs for a while. We finally got down to the lobby. Then we get to the lobby, this is a big explosion.
So I was real lucky. I don't know what happened to the people behind me when that blast occurred.
And it was actually on the 78th floor of the second tower. And it was evacuating the tower and experienced all these explosions and made his way back down.
We presume because of the initial explosion there may have been secondary explosions as well that were detonated in the building by these terrorists.
There was a secondary explosion, probably a device either planted before or on the aircraft that did not explode until an hour later.
I heard a second explosion and another rumble and more smoke.
Witnesses also reported that explosions had taken place in lower levels of both the North and South Tower.
Ladies that are with me were in the World Trade Center in the first building and escaped through the lobby where they report they believe there was a bomb in the lobby.
You can have a tunnel in the blue.
The subway tunnel?
Yeah.
Yes, I was right there. I was down in the basement, came down, all of a sudden the elevator blew up, smoke. I dragged the guy out, his skin was hanging off, and I dragged him out and I helped him out to the ambulance. And when I got up to the concourse level, it was just like, you know, like gunfire and then just three big explosions.
And even the turnstile was burnt and it was sticking up, and they just told us to run.
I heard the first explosion, and the elevator blew up.
And as we were coming out, we passed the lobby. There was no lobby. So I believe the bomb hit the lobby first, and a couple of seconds in the first plane hit.
By the main freight car of the building, in the corridor, that's when I got blown. I mean, the impact of the explosion threw me to the floor.
They lost 343 firefighters at the World Trade Center. Since they were the ones inside the towers before and as they collapsed, I'd say they've got a pretty good grasp on what happened. So what does the FDNY think?
I went around by the freight elevator and I could see it was just blown. It was just a giant ship. 30th floor. I hear another explosion. And at that time we heard a huge explosion.
Firefighter Louis Caccioli told People Weekly, "I was taking firefighters up in the elevator to the 24th floor to get in position to evacuate workers. On the last trip up, a bomb went off. We think there were bombs set in the building." For more than a year, the Port Authority blocked the release of a tape of firefighters' transmissions from the World Trade Center on 9/11. In November 2002, the tape was finally released to the New York Times and other news outlets. Why did it take so long to get the tape released?
I got an eyewitness who said there was an explosion on floor 7-8. 7-8. We just had another explosion. Warren Street because of the secondary explosion. We've got numerous people covered with dust from the secondary explosion. And we got another explosion on the tower, 1013. 1013. Number 2 has had a major explosion and what appears to be a complete collapse surrounding the entire area. Who's involved in the secondary explosion at Tower 1K? I've got 5.
You heard a big explosion before the building fell?
I saw it as it was happening, and it sounded as if you had 100 of those blast firecrackers and you lit them all off at once. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like the finale of the 4th of July over the East.
One of the guys, you can tell you I'm okay, all right? Here, hold on. You want to call your mother or something? All right?
Of ammonium nitrate and caused local earthquakes between magnitude 1 and 2.
47 huge steel columns going up the core, and they're interconnected. How do you get them to fail simultaneously so the core disappears? It looks like those core columns were cut.
The way we do this is by cutting the beam at an angle.
Do you still think that jet fuel brought down the World Trade Center? In all the videos of the collapses, explosions can be seen bursting from the building 20 to 30 stories below the demolition wave. Here, 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 and here. Etienne Sarre was filming her documentary, World Trade Center, the first 24 hours, and caught both collapses on tape. Watch carefully. The tripod shakes 12 seconds before the North Tower begins collapsing. And something is knocked off the right-hand side of the building. You're probably asking, if there were bombs in the building, how would they get in there without anyone noticing? Ben Fountain, a financial analyst who worked in the World Trade Center, told People magazine that in the weeks before 9/11, there were a number of unannounced and unusual drills where sections of both the Twin Towers and Building 7 were evacuated for security reasons. Daria Cord, a guard in the North Tower, told Newsday that security detail was working 12-hour shifts for 2 weeks before 9/11, but on Thursday the 6th, bomb-sniffing dogs were abruptly removed from the building. So who authorized all this? President Bush's brother, Marvin, was board of directors at Securicom from 1993 until fiscal year 2000. Securicom, now known as Stratasec, is an electronic security company backed by Kuwait American Corporation, which provided security for United Airlines, Dulles International Airport, and from the early 1990s up to the day of 9/11, the World Trade Center. Marvin is also the former director at HTC Insurance Holdings, which insured parts of the World Trade Center on 9/11. More information on this was supposed to be disclosed and never was. To date, the SEC has not revealed what they have learned.
Sempre que essas evidências são apresentadas, as pessoas fazem as diferentes perguntas. A primeira é, se aviões diferentes foram usados, o que aconteceu com os originais? Infelizmente, não existe possibilidade de saber o que realmente aconteceu. Entretanto, se pudéssemos ver o conteúdo das caixas pretas dos aviões, se provaria se são os aviões originais. Um avião comercial carrega 2 caixas pretas diferentes. De acordo com o FBI, 7 das 8 foram danificadas, e não é possível repará-las. Resumindo, 7 caixas diferentes, feitas dos materiais mais resistentes conhecidos pelo homem, foram completamente destruídas e irreparáveis. Mas um passaporte feito de material frágil, conhecido como papel, conseguiu passar por uma explosão de 1100 graus e caiu sem danos a alguns quarteirões, onde o FBI convenientemente encontrou para incriminar Saddam